The term that I introduced to you yesterday on the broadcast to say that the danger of cheap religion. I take you to the story of Abraham, and I've talked about this in the little book that I wrote, Dreams and Visions and Stories of Faith, and I use Abraham as my prologue to simply say that faith is a journey, it's a process. You grow in your faith as you go. And I remember back when I first became in a time of my life where I was around more people than just the small little church that I had grown up in. And a movement that was taking place that I became exposed to, which really emphasized faith. And I'm all for faith. I believe that we need to have faith, and we need to grow, and we need to increase our faith every day. But reality is that a brand new believer, somebody who has just recently become born again, is not going to be a person of great faith, because they have to have experience that goes along with the faith. The scripture says this. Learning to be patient, and patience worketh experience, experience worketh hope and faith. To understand that we grow in faith as we walk the walk. And yes, there's going to be times that we're going to fail. And we have to understand that that's a part of the experience. Oftentimes, unfortunately, a new Christian fails, and they think that they're out of the game forever. In other words, God's done with you. You failed. There is no hope for you anymore. But that's exactly opposite of what the gospel teaches and preaches about the forgiveness of God. But here's a remarkable thing. As you go through the journey of life, and you find yourselves in times of trouble, you're going through times of tribulation, trial, and the tendency is to say, well, devil, get away from me, and do what we read in Scripture to do, rebuke the devil, because we feel like that the devil is on our back. Well, you might want to sit down for this. Sometimes it's not the devil. Sometimes God Himself is allowing you to go through that trial. And there's a reason for that trial. And that trial is to cause you to grow stronger in your walk, in your faith, and in your journey, to make you better as we go down the road. And yes, that's a hard truth to understand, but God is constantly growing us and maturing us and causing us to exercise faith, that we would grow faith, that would become stronger, because somewhere down the road we're going to face challenges, and we have to become strong to be able to withstand. This is Pastor Jack King with the gospel on the radio broadcast.